guys, welcome to Freehold, the return of a fan-favorite dungeon from Battle for Azeroth. It is not as free as it was in BFA. They shortened the timer a little bit, so it's a little more difficult. So right off the bat here, this first pack's actually a little dangerous. We usually lust it on fortified weeks. You just want to watch out for the Iron Tide Enforcer. He has a big backhand you want to dodge. The boss will constantly be dropping these big pools of poison throughout the beginning of the fight. You'll also want to watch out for Shattering Bellow. I believe is the name of the ability from the Enforcer. Just does a ton of damage to your group. As well as the Bone Saws casting Healing Bomb and Filthy Blades. And the Corsairs will just be hitting the tank, as well as some guys just shooting people the whole time, which is quite annoying. But that's a fun pack. You get to do a lot of damage on that pack. I peaked at like 820 on that pack, I think, which is nice. After that, nothing new. The only new guy is the Crack Shot, who drops the grenades on the ground, so just don't stand in the swirlies. And then you'll be cleaving on everyone else. See, there's the grenade right there. This pull hurts a lot on Fortified. It's double Enforcers and some Mastiffs. Just the Shattering Bellows just really hurt on Fortified weeks, so you'll want to be rotating defenses with your healer here if he asks for it. I usually pop like a Lich Port or something on one of them to help out. I did right there, actually. And they usually like to get one off at like 5% HP. Just does. Right there. Yeah, and then you move into first boss. Skycap'n Kragg. He's not too bad of a boss. Take the pull right here. He starts out phase 1 on top of the bird, where he just charges. Just dodge it. Get out of the swirly. I'm pretty sure he only does it on me the entire first phase right here, ironically, which is funny. Turned around and just smashed me right there, which I thought was interesting. He also pistol shots a random person for some damage. Actually, that might have been the pistol shot he hit me with, not a melee, now that I think about it. And then phase 2, he jumps off the bird, and then he still drops Bioquoters on the ground, so watch out for those. And then the bird starts dive bombing, so the bird will appear like right there and shoot across the map, so just get out of the way, don't get hit by that. This entire phase the boss is also shooting powder shots on a random player, the cone, so you kind of want to be spread so you don't cleave, because it actually does a significant amount of damage even on fortified. You can see how much damage it's doing here. And then he'll also be casting Revitalizing Brew at some point. You just need to kick that. It heals the tank, or not heals the tank, heals the boss. And that's it. Pretty easy boss right here. As you can see right there, the powder shot like 50% at someone on a 21 fortified, so on Tyrannical it's been like 75 plus. And then the boss will slowly fall over right here. This next pull after boss is my least favorite pull in the entire game because it's just really annoying. There's just one single Enforcer you have to bring all the way across this bridge. That's why we speed it up a little bit. And it's annoying because he stops and throws out backhands and bellows, and he's just really annoying. This next pack can be dangerous if you're not paying attention. The things you want to watch out for: the Duelist does a dash immediately. It's a charge and it stuns you. So you want to you can grip, stun, or blind it to stop the charge if you're paying attention. And then you also want to watch out for the Oarsmen because they cast Sea Spout, which is big blue swirlies that will probably one-shot you at a 21 fortified level. Everyone else you don't really need to worry about too much. You're just cleaving everyone down because you can see the swirlies right there under Defile, which is a disgusting animation because you can't see anything under it. So you got to be really pay attention when you have Defiles out. You just saw the dash go out over there. And one more Sea Spout just for good measure before he dies. And then we're just finishing keeping everybody down right here. Did we get another Sea Spout out? No, we kill him. Nice. And we move into another pull here. Could be dangerous. Not really. Only thing you really need to watch out for is Rat Trap from the Trapper. He throws out those traps that ability on the ground. If you step in them, you take a ton of damage as well as get rooted. As you can see, the Buccaneer was about to cast Going Bananas, but you can stop that. It's just a swirl. It's just a circle around him that you can't stand in, but you can stun it or rip it to stop it. Do that every single time. It really helps your team out. You can get kicks on the Brine Scales. And I think that's pretty much it for this pack. There's the bananas right there. As you can see, I asphyxiate it. We pulled the Swabby in. He just casts what's the name? Slippery Suds. Where if you jump, you get stunned. So don't stun. Oh, just don't jump. And then that's it for this pack. My tank wanted to test if Freedom can remove traps, and it does. So he just ran around with Freedom and cleared a bunch of traps just to test it. Good news to have, especially when you get to higher keys and maybe you want to clear some stuff for the rest of your group. It's physical, I believe. Wait, let me check that. Trap. Heal trap. Roots you. And if that's physical damage. Alright, so yeah, you can't pre-AMS it and clear those traps. Let's see if we pull a couple more packs here before boss. Oh, actually, I was talking about this when we were in the middle of this run, but that's when I should pop Army upstairs, and we had a little bit of a miscommunication, and I definitely could have popped Army and had it up for boss at this point. So that was unfortunate. I'm trying to think who's new in this pack. We have the guys casting Waterbolt again. Knuckle Dusher doesn't do much, Juggler doesn't do much. I'm not sure why we watched this whole pack actually. I should have fast forwarded this one, but I guess the Frost Blast, you can kick that from that guy. But that's pretty much it. The ricocheting throws just are a dagger that goes out to a random player. And I believe it spreads. Yeah, it bounces. So you want to stay spread for if you're ranged on that guy. This one, nothing too crazy here as well. The Scrappers cast Blind Rage, which is a fixate. You can soothe it or you can stun them. And the Harpooner will randomly grab a range target and pull them in. So if you're ranged, just watch out for that, especially when you combine it with the Crusher later on. That can be literally deathly if he pulls you into a ground crush. And then you also just have another monkey going bananas, so try to get stops out of going bananas so that you can stay in melee range and take him out. And then we just cleave them down and move into boss. As you can see, I didn't pop any cooldowns there, so my damage looked horrendous because I knew we were going to boss next. Probably could have popped 45 seconds, but that's my fault. Alright, now we have captains. Running in, just doing our opener. So as you can see, a couple of mechanics going out early, barrel smash, really annoying. You also have Eudora doing her grape shot here. It always goes left to right, so just so you know how to position yourself to get to it in time, she always casts that ability left to right. You can see we're standing in the blue swirly right there. You always want to stand in that blue, gives you a haste buff. Or powder shots going out. Raoul will also throw random blackout barrels on people. Just some tips, I guess, if you're a paladin, you can freedom that to get it off immediately. Druids can shapeshift it off. There's a couple other things, I forget what they are, but those are the two big ones. I mean, we always have a prop pally tank, so he always just freedoms everyone. It's an non-mechanic. Right here you can see me, I stood inside of the boss, not behind her, so I died to the grape shot. But actually going back and looking at that, it looks like I was behind her. I'll have to go back and check again, but regardless, I was dumb and just was trying to stay too close to the boss. Just be inside of the blue swirly for haste. Barrel going out on the druid again. Ally freedoms it. You don't even have to literally just completely ignore the mechanic. It's great. There he's barrel smashing. And we speed up a little bit for the rest of the fight just to cleave him down. We usually have double melee because big smack warriors usually in the group. So I was gonna pop 45 seconds here. But by the time I got back in from the barrel, the range had taken him down almost 1 to 2 million HP, and I'm like, I guess it's not worth it because I'm used to having 2 melees, so the boss takes a little bit longer there. The only new guy here is the Crusher. He will cast Boulder Throw, which is swirly, and Ground Shatter, which you saw right there is a swirly. I got knocked up by a storming into the Ground Shatter, which is just an unfortunate event. I guess skill diff, I can get better, but that's what happened right there. Besides that, it's just the same mobs you saw right before boss. I actually got a little sloppy here. I died there. You'll see next my tank turned around for 1 second and the Crusher hit him for like 500k and killed him. So we got a little bit sloppy for a second here, but we do time the key. Spoiler alert. Yeah, we're going through, cleaving everyone down. We got good timing on the patrol. Probably should have pulled through the Crusher, but Just little things we can min-max for the future. And yeah, again, Freehold, just a lot of big groups, a lot of cleaving down, so we like it. We like big numbers. Here we go. Oh, this is right here where my tank turns around. Boom. So we run. Hit some death coils on your runaway. Then we cleave. I don't know if you guys caught it, but we ran in right when we got that and started the RP. You'll want to do that every time because there's a lot of RP in this dungeon. Accidental big bull hill. Someone pulled the ad on the left side, so we pop everything here. Leave everything down. You can see the pig running around. Our range, we're hitting it a little bit there, so that's useful, helpful. Always want to get the pig down as fast as possible to start the rest of the RP. Gotta be really careful with this guy depending on where your tank pulls them. If they pull the crusher like on the hills right there, the ground crush animation, sometimes you can't see it because Bloods rotates Z-axis, and it just doesn't show up sometimes if you're on like a hill, so be very careful of where you're positioning that. I didn't even realize we're on Turtle Man now. All you have to worry about with Turtle Man is the shells he throws out, especially on Fortified, because he does count as Fortified. Do a hell of a lot more damage on Fortified, so just don't get hit by a shell or you're probably... You might be one-shot. I don't know. I didn't test it. I don't want to test it. Just don't get hit by the shells. Yeah, they're going out. And then, yeah. We just take down the turtle and move to the next boss. I don't know if we fast forward at all. If not, we can do some commentary. Not too much to commentate right here, actually, because all my cooldowns are down, so I can't even talk about cooldown management. They're coming up in 15 seconds. He's at like, we'll probably be at like 25% at that point, so I wouldn't even consider popping those. I would just save those for boss. Or maybe I will because there's some RP before boss. I don't remember what I do here. I shouldn't. He's only at 4 million. No, I don't. Okay, good. Yeah, I'm gonna just put them down. Dodge shells. Boss are running. Range probably hate this. I haven't played range in this in a hot minute, so I don't know. I played Death Knight and Shadow or in BFA, so it's a fortified, so we were discussing lusting. We end up lusting the first pack across the bridge at the end of the dungeon instead of this boss, because that pack can hurt a lot on fortified. All right, now we got Sharkman, just the worst melee boss in existence. You'll see why, but copper opener there. He hits me with the bleed, so I don't defensive because I'm dumb and hate my healer. I defensive later on when I get the bleed. So what he does is he throws out those meat piles, and then he throws out the sharks that are on his arms. And the goal is to run the sharks into the piles, into the meat piles, and then he picks up the sharks. He also casts Sharknado. Again, really melee unfriendly ability, but we have double range in this dungeon, so it goes pretty cleanly. Is cleanly a word? I don't know. But as you can see, our range did like a really, really good job of baiting sharks into pools this entire fight, except for one point near the end. And by ranged, I mean our healer. He just goes around and picks up sharks, so our ranged can free cast, which is a goated move. There's another Sharknado. And there goes the shark right there. That's the one I was talking about, where the shark gets into melee for a little bit. Pally actually bubbled it, so he could just stand there and kill. Which, even he's mentioned, a little sus going into this next pull. Drop and bubble. And then we go for a little hike, across the bridge, and then we big pull and lust this pack. The patrol had bad timing, so they come in a little later into the pack, but it's all good. You pop everything here. Assault, Vial, Anvil, Rune Weapon, Light, Apocalypse, DT, literally everything. And you just leave, because this pack hurts a lot. There's Thundering Squalls going out, which you'll want to pick. It's a big channeled AoE. There's Sea Spouts going out. Painful Motivations, you can interrupt or soothe. It's 50% damage increase, but damages the caster. Nowhere near as much as it did in BFA. You'll want to stop that now. In BFA, it used to, I think, one-shot them for like 50% or something crazy. Now it does like 5% of their health, I think. And that's it. The new guy here is the officer. He also casts Painful Motivation, as well as Oiled Blade, which is 70% healing DR on the tank. need to be dispelled. So watch out for that if you're tanking. That right there, you can see it does a big chunk of health too, so. And he goes down. Fast forward this next pack, because we've seen all these guys before. Again, an officer and enforcers, so big Shattering Bell is going out. You will 100% want to kick Painful Motivations, because Painful Motivation Bellow gets out on a 21 fortified. You're probably dead. That'd be crazy to test, but it probably does a lot of damage. Like, you might just one shot the whole group, I don't know. And then we move into Harlan now, at the end of the fight, or at the end of the dungeon, last boss. Why do I not army? What am I holding for? Oh, I was waiting for damage cost to come up. That's why I was holding. Because we didn't lost on full, so it didn't really matter. So we waited a second, aligned all of our cooldowns with damage pop. Smart. And then we're just going for a single target rotation. For his mechanics, in the first phase he just shoots out one saber on the boss and throws out one dot. And he summons these grenadiers that you'll want to chains, asphyxiate. Don't grip. And then he also throws out cannons throughout the fight, which is just targeted on one player. How did he die? Did he get hit by a saber? Because when I was just looking, it doesn't look like he got hit by a cannon. I'm gonna have to go back and watch that. He must have gotten hit by a saber. Alright, and then go back, and now it's just a repeat until the next phase. And in this phase, he shoots out 4 sabers in 4 directions and puts the dot on everyone. Is it everyone? Yeah, it's everyone. So you see me, I icebound there because that saber does a lot of damage. You'll want to rotate your defensives as the sabers come out, or as the whirling daggers come out. You see a Lich Port in this one, rotating my defensives. Cannon Barrage here, I did a very bad job, but you want to stack those Cannon Barrages all together. I think on the next one, I just follow my tank with it, which is what you should do as a melee. Let you just have full uptime on the boss. Sabers going out. I don't have a defensive for this one, so this one hurt. I AMS'd it, but it's physical, so I don't know why I did. And it didn't matter, because he was dead. And there we go, there's 21 fortified, Freehold done. So yeah, guys, leave a like, comment, subscribe. Let me know how things are going. And we'll talk to you next time. This is our last dungeon guide, so thanks for sticking with me through it. See ya.